Today's toy spot is on the DC Universe Classics Wave 6 Calabac Wave. We're looking today at one of the figures that can have a variant. We're looking at Mr. Miracle. Package-wise, not really a lot to say, although you'll notice my bubble on the package is hanging over one side and gapping on the other. Like, there's a big, obvious gluing issue here. I don't know why. Yeah, DC Universe Mr. Miracle. Back of the package, we've got the other figures in this wave. We've got Hawkman, Killer Moth, Superman, Shazam, and of course Mr. Miracle. You can collect all 5 figures, build yourself a very short but impressive Calabac. The biography says, as part of a peace pact, Scott Free was raised in an orphanage on the cruel world of Apocalypse. Young Scott finally escaped that destiny and made his way to Earth, where he was befriended by escape artist Thaddeus Brown, known as Mr. Miracle. Under Brown's tutelage, Scott assumed the identity of Mr. Miracle and elevated to even greater glory as an entertainment super escape artist. First appearance, Mr. Miracle #1, April 1971. Real name Scott Free. Ironic, isn't it? Occupation, super escape artist. Base of operations, New Genesis 1, Earth. Special abilities, master fighter, escape artist, arrow discs for flight, mother box contained in costume. The mother box. But that's packaging on Mr. Miracle. What we're going to do is we'll get this opened up and we will have a look at the escape artist known as Mr. Miracle. Stay tuned, guys. More is on the way. And those wanting to follow the status of Calabac, we've got ourselves another leg. So we'll take the torso from Killer Moth with the head. We'll take the other leg. I was going to say the lower leg. There is only one way a leg comes. It's usually the lower leg. That came with Captain Marvel. And we'll take ourselves the other leg, the other Ninja Turtle leg that came with Mr. Miracle here. Snap it into place. Let's hope we have a little more luck than we did with the first leg. First leg didn't really want to go in. I don't know why. It gave me some problems. I think it's in. And there we go. Seems in. It's good enough for me. And there we go. We have the armless Calabac. Only really 2 pieces left before we have ourselves a finished Calabac. Looks good. I'm sure it will look better with arms. But there's Calabac thus far. We'll move him aside. Let's have a look at Mr. Miracle. The accessories that Mr. Miracle come with are the 2 discs that you can mount onto his feet. We'll just take Mr. Miracle actually and we'll peg them into place. Show you guys what it looks like. His hover discs. There we go. Just like that. He also does come with his shackles, which you can peg onto his arms. Easy enough. If you want, I mean, no one's telling you have to necessarily have them on Mr. Miracle. If you want, you could do yourself a nice little diorama with Superman, for example. He could have some kryptonite. Pretending, of course, you could have some kryptonite shackles on Superman. So there you go. I'm more being inclined probably to keep the shackles on Mr. Miracle, but you could go any way you want. Your imagination is the doorway to a world, to any world you want. So nobody can tell you you have to use this a specific way. You do what you want. At any rate, let's look at Mr. Miracle. I'll just keep the discs on. There's no sense of taking them back off. The coloring's decent. Doesn't seem to be any problems with bleeding. Of course, yellow seems always an issue. I've got some areas where it looks like the yellow isn't solid enough, or it looks a little splotchy. His cape's really fixed on there as well. It's fixed based on his shoulders and through the peg on the back of the figure as well. No real, other than a few splotches of yellow, there's no real obvious problems with the figure's paint. And you'll probably see the real problem with this figure is that he's got a loose head. I can't figure out why he's got a loose head. For no reason, it escapes me. He's got some loose head on him. Maybe it's just not on there enough. No, it is definitely loose. The face is good. You either know Mr. Miracle or you don't. I'm not 100% sure, but I might have had a Mr. Miracle. I knew I had a Red Tornado, but I'm pretty sure I had a Mr. Miracle superpowers growing up as well. Funny enough, when I was a kid, I had no idea who Mr. Miracle was. Really, I didn't know who Red Tornado was. It's always the way. My grandparents and my parents always got me the lesser known characters. I didn't get Batman, I didn't get Joker, or I didn't get Superman, but I did get Mr. Miracle, and I got Red Tornado. That was what it was like growing up for the spot. But yeah, I like the figure. The cape is very nice. It's that hard plastic, so it's really not going to go anywhere. Don't expect a lot of movement out of it. On the back, I think you can see it. There is, if it removable, it is removable. There we go. He also has his mother box. Really, you can't do anything with, you can't put him in his hand or anything like that because his hands are closed. So make sure when you're finished pulling it off, you put it back, because if not, you're going to lose it. In the way of Mr. Miracle's articulation, as mentioned, he's got a very loose head, but a ball joint head. He's got ball joint shoulders that will allow the arms to move in and out, back and forth. You can rotate the bicep. You can bend at the elbows, rotate at the fist. You can bend at the mid-torso. You can rotate at the waist. The legs can bend out, back, in and out. Rotate at the lower thigh, bend at the knee, and also bend at the foot. I wouldn't say he's crucial to pick up. I mean, he would be, obviously, if you're collecting and trying to get Calabac put together. I don't know if I would say he's a crucial figure to pick up, though. If you're trying to put together a setup, it might be only for people that do like Mr. Miracle. But I would say it's still a decent enough figure. The coloring is all there. There's not a lot of issue with bleeding or anything like that. I mean, the figure's done well. I probably would, as a preference, even though a figure is executed well, I might only give the figure about a 5.5. Possibly even a 6. It's blasphemy, I'm sure, because many people are thinking, why would you give Killer Moth such a high mark and not so much Mr. Miracle? I don't know. That's the only answer I have. I don't know. But he is nice enough. There you go. He is nice enough. Thanks for watching, guys. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the DC Universe Calabac Wave. We're looking today at the Escape Artist with his shackles. We're looking at Mr. Miracle. Stay tuned for more Toy Spots to come. I will see you guys next time. Boy!